start off doing my eyebrows. I got a new eyebrow pencil that I want to try. I tried it before, but I feel like I liked it more before. And I just realized it has a spoolie on the end of here. This is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I don't know, last night I really wasn't feeling it when I tried it out. I guess this is what I'm gonna do is take my mirror off of here. I'm just gonna brush my brows. I'm in the process of letting my eyebrows like thicken up, so they look kind of crazy right now, but I'm gonna slay them because last night I did my eyebrows and they were looking super cute, but I really just wasn't in the mood to film last night. So yeah, I got this in the color dark brown. I feel like it doesn't glide as easy as I wanted to, but I have a breakout right here. Don't mind this, you guys. My face has been doing so good. Typically, like when my face is doing good, I tend to slack up, even though I know I don't need to do that, and then I break out. So, yeah. So last night I tried to use this, and I feel like it wasn't as gliding as good as I wanted it to. And I'm also used to using like cream products now, so I'm gonna just speed through this part because I really can't talk to you guys and do my brows at the same time. So. It's the summertime. Make sure y'all are drinking y'all water because it's necessary. So I got my brows kind of looking how I kind of like them to look. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. Actually, I'm gonna use Porcelain by LA Girl only because it's not as thick. So pretty much on the top of my brows, I use foundation to shape them. I don't use concealer up there at all. And I went kind of light. Okay, so I went light-handed. If you have to use this pencil really, really light-handed. Otherwise, it's gonna look really harsh. But like as of right now, they look pretty good. So yeah, that's that. So I'm now gonna go into my Infallible Full Wear Concealer to prep my eyelids for eyeshadow. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a cut. I'm actually going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette. I haven't used this palette in a while. I used to love this palette. There are some really good shades in here. I just hate how the palette gets super dirty. And Jaclyn kind of went off the grid. I feel like she's under so much stress right now. I like Jaclyn Hill. I'm not like a die-hard fan of hers. But after everything that's been going on recently, excuse me, kids. Anyways, after everything that happened with her launch and everything, she probably just needed a moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go into her palette and I'm gonna take the shade. I'm first gonna go into Queen, which is like a brown toned color. And I'm just gonna take a blending brush. This is a Morphe M573, and I'm taking the shade Queen, and that's gonna be my transition. I don't want to go back, but I mean, whatever. I get the summer off every year, and it's great. Like, it's really nice, so I guess I really can't complain, can I? So that's the transition shade that I'm using. Like I said, it's called Queen. You guys, I'm so happy. I am finally seeing a growth in my YouTube channel. I'm so happy about it. I have just hit, I think, 2,200 subscribers, and I'm so geeked about it because I honestly love making YouTube videos. And regardless of if I'm growing as fast as, you know, I still make videos and I just love it, and it's a hobby of mine, and I try to be as authentic as I can. But it obviously is just the greatest feeling ever when you start gaining, you know, supporters and having that relationship with subscribers. I still wish you guys would talk more because I feel like a lot of you watch my videos and like my videos, but a lot of y'all don't comment. So y'all need to comment down below so we can chat, so I can know if you like the video. Yes, if you thumbs up, I appreciate it, but leave me some comments as well. So I'm gonna go into another blending brush. This is the Morphe M433, and I'm gonna take a darker shade now to cut my, you know, begin to build my crease color. So I think I don't want to go too bronze because I feel like that's more fall. So I think I'm gonna go into the shade Roxanne, which is right in the middle of the, and again I am just packing the color. Actually, this isn't the best brush to go into packing the crease, but it's okay, I'm gonna make it work. You typically would like to use a smaller brush to really make sure that the color is going into the crease, but I will do that in a second. It took me so long to learn how to do these makeup looks, but what I find that everything doesn't always work for everybody. So you guys are watching me, but what I do may not be the best technique for you. So it's cool to just, you can take what I do, kind of go home and practice and make the look your own. And I learned that I had to do that in order to make it work for me. So don't be like discouraged if you are like, dang, I can't do that look. Yes, you can. You can do anything that you want to do. You just have to do it. So I'm gonna go into Morphe E17, which is a small brush like this, and I'm going to really disperse that color, or blend out, I guess. So see, that kind of blended out the shadow a bit. So I'm gonna go back into, actually, I'm gonna go into the shade, see, this is like trial and error. I'm gonna go into the shade Hillster, which is the shade right, I'm sorry, y'all probably didn't even see that. So I use this shade in the beginning, and then I'm gonna go into this shade to deepen the crease. And I'm keeping this color kind of like in a circular shape. And if you have your mirror, like I have my mirror, and look down, then you can feel where your crease naturally is. And then it's really up to you where you put it. Like I said, this is not everybody how they do it, but this is how I do it. So going back in with that first transition shade, I'm going to just make sure that it's all blended out nicely. And I take my brush and I just place it flatly here in my concealer, and I just look down and I just begin to cut my crease. So when you're starting the cut crease process, obviously you want to go very slow, especially if you're a beginner. I go in and I use patting motions, and I just pat until I get the oval circular shape that I'm looking for. And sometimes I do have to go, sometimes I'll make it a little bit bigger if I need to. It's just trial and error, you guys. It's okay to mess up, or, you know, wipe it off and start over. But once I get the shape that I'm looking for, I go ahead and I drag the concealer on my lid, and then I set it with a translucent, take a sponge and I set it with translucent powder. So here I'm showing you guys how I do it one more time, just in case you need to see it again. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I always have one eye that looks better than the other eye. This eye, I always end up doing it a little bit higher. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I definitely did do this eye a little bit higher. So yeah, you might want to take your time and practice on that as well. And I'm still practicing too. But yes, so just watch how I do it here. Slow patting motions until I get the shape that I'm looking for. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some liner, and this part is kind of tricky. It's so tricky. Wing liner is very tricky for me, but I'm going to take my e.l.f. liquid liner. This helps me so much. This eyeliner is $1. It may have went up to $2, but it's super cheap, super affordable, and it's super good for beginners. This is what I used when I learned how to do wing liner. I'm still not the best at it, but it's what I used honestly when I first started wearing makeup. The applicator on it is it just makes it so much easier. So watch what I do, and then I'll kind of talk about it in a second. So let me be the one first to tell you that I'm not the best at wing liner. I was actually really surprised with myself. So I just lay the brush flat, sideways, not flat, but sideways, or well, I guess flat, but I lay it down first and I draw a line like you see just to start. And then I kind of put my mirror like straight ahead so I can see where I need to flick the wing. I watched Iona D here on YouTube. I watched her video on how she does wing liner, and that's what I basically was going by in my head. So I will have that linked in the description box so you guys can check it out. And that tutorial was super helpful to me. So then I just start off with a thin line, and then I build it up thicker as I go, just depending on the look and how thick I want it. Hey guys, so I have my lashes and stuff on now. These are by Mara Beauty Co. on Instagram. I will have her IG in my description box. Go ahead and spray my face with the Olay Mist because I love how hydrated this makes my face feel. This is the energizing one, and it has a nice scent. This does have vitamin C, so it's really refreshing for the skin. I really focus this in the middle of my face because that's where I am really dry. Do I want to use my CoverGirl? I think today I'm going to use my CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I'm going to shake it up. Now, this might be a mistake because normally when I put this foundation, I don't like it. But we're going to see. Because I used to like it. So let's go ahead and blend this thing out. I did get a tan though, so. Now the only thing I don't like about this foundation, I don't know if you guys can even see, there's like little white specks on my face, and no matter what, every time I use this foundation, that happens. So now I'm gonna go into my Infallible concealer. This is a full coverage concealer, and I'm just gonna, because I need to cover that pimple. I'm gonna put this under my eyes. A little bit really goes a long way too, so you don't need a whole lot. So yeah, this out. This concealer is so bright. Sorry, y'all, I had to get that call. So this is, I'm taking this, I use a sponge that I put my foundation on with. And I just used that to kind of make everything blend together. And I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is a BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. And I'm gonna blend out, this is actually a concealer brush, I think. But I'm just blending my contour out. Taking my foundation brush, my sponge for foundation, and just blending everything together. And I'm gonna set under my eyes. Having a yellow undertone powder. Like I go through phases because sometimes I don't like it because I feel like it's too much for me, but I haven't used this in so long that I like it again. I'm gonna go into my Morphe Blogger Bronzer. I don't think I wore this in my last video and I like it. So I actually like using this as like a blush bronzer situation. So because it's like super cute. It's a moment. It's a moment. Oh, I put too much right there. It's definitely like a red bronzer, but I didn't mean to put it right there, Lord. I don't know what happened right there. It just kind of went on harshly. Okay. So, because I don't want to be like super contour, but you know, I want a little something. This is definitely like a red bronzer though, but I like it. For some reason, I like it. And I just want like a light contour on my nose. Now I'm just gonna blend everything together, and to do that I like to use this brush from BH Cosmetics. This is the BH Cosmetics number 1 brush, and it's like a domed, well, is this the right one or is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is it? This one. I like to use this one. This is the number 2 brush. It's like a domed brush, and I just like to use this to kind of blend everything together. You know, the Dealio. I'm gonna use my Morphe setting spray. Y'all know I love this stuff. I need to run over to Ulta while they're having 20% off and get me another one. I swear, that Morphe spray, it is so freaking bomb. It just melts. Look at my face. Look at my face. It literally melts everything into your face like butter, okay? Butter. I'm gonna go into my It's My Ray Ray palette, and I'm gonna take the color Moonlight, bold shadow. I mean a gold highlight. But then I'm gonna go in with my favorite shade, y'all, my Moonstone, I mean not Moonstone, with my Maybelline metallic highlighter in the color Molten Golden. This is like my OG, and I'm gonna put that on top because why not? All right, so for my lips, I'm gonna use NYX Peanut Brittle Butter Gloss, which is the bomb. This is the finished look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below what you guys want to see from me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's look. I think it came out super cute, and I hope you guys learned something from today's video. And if you did, thumbs it up, and I will see you guys in my next video.